All right. Welcome back, everybody. Big, big news today. And kind of as expected, whenever anything big comes along, everybody's always kind of mixed about it. So I'm pretty excited, but that's probably nothing normal or nothing out of the ordinary. I posted a whole bunch of videos today about some of the changes. I didn't get to go over the barbarian stuff, which is what we're going to start with tonight. So we'll go over that. Take a look. There's not too much that was changed with the barbarian, but we'll talk about some of it. There were some good ones, some good changes, but hey, Brand, how's it going? Yeah, I like the changes. I'm pretty excited about it. Hey, Tragic, how's it going? Just getting my stream set up and then do some pit runs tonight. I'm not going to really explore any new builds. We'll talk about the barbarian stuff and then we'll do some pit runs with everybody. Okay. Ah, awesome. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Okay, so I think that's good. Ah, man, my nose is so itchy. So itchy. All right. I think we're good. Is that everything? No, that's not almost. Hey, Robo Warrior. Hey, Rock. Had a pretty I guess I would say mixed. People had some mixed reviews about the updates that they talked about today, but I'm pretty excited about it. Hey, Con. Yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. Still got to do a build guide for this variant of the build. I haven't done that yet. Okay. Okay. I thought this was very interesting. I'm not sure why they did this change right here. Huge news for season 11. Yeah, that's what I'm currently on right now is the autocast build. Captain Naps, how's it going today? Hey, Dap. All right, we're going to go over some of the barbarian changes while everybody's logging on, because I didn't really get to talk about those earlier. So for the barbarian going into the PTR for season 11, there hasn't been a ton of changes. But the first one with the expertise, I'm not too sure what this means, actually. The rank 10 weapon expertise bonus now also applies when equipped to the weapon technique slot. The rank 10. Okay, so let's go look at this here. Next rank, critical strikes against injured enemies increased. But at rank 10, the lucky hit bonus, critical strikes have a 55% chance to grant increased attack speed for 2 seconds, double the attack speed when using 2 axes. If I put this on now, what do I get? Increased critical strike damage against enemies. None of that matches. But so do I get the increased critical strike chance against vulnerable enemies also? Hey, Hala. Yes, we're going to be getting leaderboards. We are. Will they release on Steam this time too? For what, Leonardo? For the PTR? No. There's been no bugs with it, Dustin. It's been working as intended. You get the vulnerable damage for this one here. That's only when you use that specific weapon. Nope, none of those yet. I wish there was one of those, but they are giving a very interesting brawling build. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but Kick was doing some pretty high damage, but I'm not sure how I was replicating it. So, okay. So it looks like they'll just get both. Which is good. So, no new class, no. New class says it is coming 2026. That was on the roadmap. Doombringer depends on what you're playing. You can always check to see when the next season is starting if you go to your reliquary, and then you can check how many days are left. And then you go to the calendar, and then you just kind of calculate it out from there. But you got to check this right here. I should probably claim these. Or soccer. Oh, I don't know about any of the Sork builds, but I would assume not. I don't think there's much other than, like, maybe a Thorns Barbarian that's using a Doombringer. I'm going to go over some of the Barbarian changes in just a second. We're just looking at it right now. But we'll go over. I didn't get to go over it in the videos earlier, so... Yes. Well, it wasn't that way. It's the bonus that you got was always just getting that extra stat, which is why we always used the expertise from the two-handed axe. But if they allow us to get both of them, which it looks like they're doing, so it wasn't a bug, but it is a good change that they're making to it. I do hope that we get like a full rework to the Barbarian expertise tree, though. Or at least their special, like, season or class thing. Whatever it is. Hey, Hope, how's it going? Hope full-time? Yeah, me too. Hope full-time one day. Hope full-time one day. Alright, so, here we go. Barbarian content in Season 11. This is just for the PTR. This is not what is going to hit the live servers. The rank 10 weapon expertise bonus now applies when equipped to the weapon slot technique. So on the Barbarians, there's two different things that you're going to see for the expertise. when you look at it, you see the one on top, which currently you get the top bonus, but not the bottom bonus. So now when you equip it in the next season, you're going to get both of the bonuses, which is very cool. So that'll make things like pole arms might be a little bit more viable, because then you can just get that damage while healthy, which will make this one, if you're going to always be healthy, which in the current season you're not, but in the next season, we will probably go back to being a full life. So we should be able to maintain that buff a lot better. You can get the 30% increase of bleeding damage. You can get the 50% increased damage while berserking. That one is probably going to be used all the time. This will probably replace your two-handed axe expertise, but we'll have to see what it is, because the critical strike chance is nice if you're not quite capped out. So it'll give you a little bit more flexibility in what you want to do. So for the skills now, kick is getting damage increase. Now in the current season, I was using a whirlwind kick build, and I just threw it together, just messing around. Wasn't even a full complete build, was doing hundreds of billions of damage. Kick is getting an increase of damage. We're also going to be getting a new unique, which we'll go over in a second, that increases your brawling skill damage for a whole bunch of different skills. It looks like it's going to be pretty cool, so I'm pretty excited to see what it does. Our kick, so the previous kick is now also a core skill. If kick damages an enemy, it consumes all of your fury and deals an additional 25% damage per fury. Kick no longer knocks enemies back. Now they're going to be capping out that fury that it consumes, and they're also going to be doing it per 20 points of fury. So it's getting a slight increase here, but it also is getting a little bit of a nerf here. Then they're making the collide damage go through the roof. Now, if this no longer makes enemies knock back, I think that you'll have to put them up against a wall in order to get this damage bonus here. If you're running the charge, kick, leap build, which I'm super excited to get into, which will actually get some really big benefits with the new unique, which we'll talk about in a second. You can charge into a wall and then kick enemies and get that extra damage. So more damage here, less damage here, still good. This one I am super excited about. Leap is now going to scale with attack speed. Currently, no matter how much attack speed, no matter how much movement speed you have, when you leap, you are going to have the same exact animation speed all the time. So that will never change. That's going to change next season. So I'm pretty excited that this is going to be changing here. Upheaval can now be canceled slightly earlier with another skill. I'm not sure why they made this change, but that was just something that was added in there. You can cancel out Upheaval. Hopefully you can cancel it out with it itself. So I'm not too sure. So Iron Skin here, previous, steal yourself, gain a barrier that absorbs 50% of your missing life for 5 seconds. Now, steal yourself, increasing only your maximum life by 30%, which is pretty big, and you gain a barrier that absorbs 80% of the missing life for 5 seconds. So that's actually a really great buff. This one right here is a really, really great change. Enhanced Ground Stomp. Previous, your Ground Stomp generates 60 Fury and has a 2-second increase stun duration. Now, and this is big, Ground Stomp generates Fury and pulls enemies in, which means that we now no longer have to rely on Wrath of the Berserker to do our pulls. We can now run Call of the Ancients, which just got a buff also. Instead of lasting 6 seconds, it now lasts 10 seconds, putting it on the same level as Wrath of Berserker. We can now gain the benefits of that. So this is going to open up some more possibilities for some builds. Iron Maelstrom is getting some huge damage buffs. Is it going to be enough? We'll see. Your two-handed bludgeoning damage increased from 75 to 50. So literally everything is getting a 100% increase. They're doubling the damage that you can do with Iron Maelstrom. So I would love to see a nice Iron Maelstrom build. So we're going to test on the PTR and see exactly how strong this is. Enhanced Bash. This is going to be just reducing the amount of Fortify that you gain. Now, Fortify is changing in the new season. Fortify isn't going to be a damage reduction. It's going to be a passive heal. So that's why we're going to be seeing some of the reduction in the Fortify amount that we're getting here. Enhanced Warcry. The fortify amount is going down. Same thing with strategic iron skin. All of them are getting reduced fortified amounts. Strategic rallying cry. Previously, rallying cry is going to grant 10% of your maximum life as fortify. Now it's going to gain 1% fortify as life per second. So we're going to see a couple changes here just in the way that fortify is being generated. For the passives here, counteroffensive, this is another one that was based on fortify. You can now gain fortify with 1 fortify. You don't have to have your fortify matching your life. So because of that, we're going to always have that 4% increased damage, basically. Now that's 4% per rank, so that rank will go up as we get more ranks into counteroffensive. So this damage will actually be active a lot more often now than it could have been in the past. So defensive stance, this is another one where you were gaining fortify damage reduction. They're just changing it to straight damage reduction well fortified, which is a really nice change, and they're giving a little bit more damage reduction. So per rank, you're getting 3% increased damage, and you can be fortified with 1 fortify, and that's it. Irrepressible, your fortify is being reduced here. Thick skin, your fortify is being reduced here. So the legendary aspects that are getting changed, the aspect of veteran brawler. So veteran brawler here, going to be previously, each time a core skill deals direct damage to an enemy, your next charge, leap, or kick is going to deal increased damage up to 50x. Now, each time a brawling skill deals direct damage, which is a really nice change, your charge, leap, or kick will deal up to 50x increased damage. And the build that I want to play is going to be charge, leap, kick. So I'm very excited about this. So that's a really great change. Now, kick will be a core skill, so you would have gotten some advantages from this, but now this allows that increase to stack with all 3 of them. This change to aspect of dire whirlwind is huge for the whirlwind build and for direct damage whirlwind builds. Previous whirlwind's critical strike chance and critical strike damage bonus is going to be increased by 10%, and that's only while it's being channeled. If you stopped channeling and you stopped attacking, then you would lose the buff, and then you would have to channel again. They're making it so that 5 seconds after you stop channeling, the buff will persist, so then you can keep on channeling Whirlwind again after you stop. So now casting something like Call of the Ancients will not interrupt this damage bonus. So this is really, really huge for your Whirlwind Barbarians. They can now, if they're going to play something like Call of the Ancients for Earthquakes or for Summons, you can now not worry about losing this damage buff. So this is pretty cool here. Aspect of Numbing Wrath. Previously, each point of Fury generated over maximum Fury would fortify you. Now this is just more fortify changes. They're going to be changing all of the fortify nodes in the game. Steadfast Berserker aspect, you're going to gain fortify. So again, another fortify buff changing here. Same thing with Tempered Blows. Anger management is getting increased ranks, which means that the amount of fury that you will need to be at will just keep on decreasing. So that's what the increased ranks do here. Same thing with Executioners. Now, I'm very curious to see, because Executioner's aspect here is this one right here. And I guess it's just going to make your Earthquakes deal more damage. So it's just going to summon an Earthquake that deals that 2,606 damage. And it's probably just going to increase that damage there. So that really won't be much of a change for that. The aspect of Fortress, this is just going to give you more fortify. So Fortress here gives you more damage reduction. Sorry, not fortify, damage reduction while you lose life. So increased ranks means increased amounts of damage reduction while you gain more increased life here. So that's actually a pretty good change for something, but we're not really running any low life builds next season, I don't think. So we should be seeing some increases here. Now, for the uniques here, we got the Bane of Agedon. This is getting its damage cut in half, but also the timer cut in half. So it kind of works out, and it also just makes it so that you can cast your Mighty Throw a little bit more often, leading to the build not just standing around for so long. Still, 6 seconds is still a long time, but it's definitely going to be a little bit more playable. This one is really great, honestly. This Dominate glyph here, The damage, the guaranteed overpower timer is being reduced from 12 seconds to 6 seconds, so cut in half. This one here is actually some feedback that we submitted for the Barbarian class, which was a really, really great change here. The Might Glyph, the legendary bonus, now is going to include damage to injured enemies. This was something that I put in the previous season's notes that I wanted to see a change to Might. And the reason that I wanted to see that change here, this is the counter to your Ambidextrous Glyph. So with Ambidextrous here, let's find this here, you're going to deal increased damage with a one-handed weapon. And then on the bottom, you just deal straight damage. When you look at Might here, Might gives you straight damage while using a two-handed weapon. So it's basically the counterpart to Ambidextrous. There's no difference except the bottom piece. The bottom part, you only deal damage to healthy enemies. That means that you only gain that for 20% of the life. Now they're adding in that it does 20% and the last 35% of the life, and it does more increased damage than the normal damage that you get from Ambidextrous as well. So it's actually going to work out to be a really nice change. So now we're going to have damage and healthy, and Might will be able to be used. We don't use it right now because that bottom bonus gives us nothing. So that was a really great change to the Might Glyph. The Weapon Master Legendary Node. This one, not super stoked about. You're going from restoring 8% of your maximum fury to swapping restores 12 fury, which that's not a lot at all. So, I mean, I guess if you think about it, if we had, yeah, that's a pretty big nerf. And the weapons, but there's not a lot of weapon swap builds out there. So I don't know if we're going to really see it affect us too much, but some more fortified changes here for the Barbarian, also to the Warbringer node, which makes a lot of sense. After you spend 300 Fury, you're going to gain 10% of your maximum life is fortified. So we'll submit some feedback about this right here because that is very low. And we'll test out the Barbarian when we hit the new season. But those are all of the Barbarian changes that are going to be happening with the PTR. So I'm super excited to get in and test it out. And then continue to submit some feedback. We'll see what it feels like with the new tempering and the new masterworking systems, as well as the new sanctified system, which if you want to know all about that stuff, I posted videos about all of it. So there's a lot of changes that are coming in season 11. So it's going to feel completely different. Okay. I'm going to catch up on chat. I don't know if everybody's still here or not, but I wanted to just get that recorded and out of the way. Squirrel, hello? Season is not ending already, no. How can you play each season so far into it? I love the game. I always have stuff to do, Riggs. I always just have fun playing the game. I don't really need much. I enjoy playing one game, and that's kind of all that I need. What's the big news? Hey, Up and Adam. You can guys type in !news if you want to bring it up. Did I put that in the title? I did put in the title. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of news. A whole lot of news. Yep, the teleport changed. I saw that. The bonus doesn't reset. Which bonus doesn't reset, Zan? So it's just going to make your boots heavier so you can break the ground better. Yes, that's exactly right, Loathburger. Yes, lots of, but that's just like, even just a little bit of what's changing is what I just talked about. There's so much changing. Francis, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Don't forget about the Melted Heart of Selig. Yeah, so the Melted Heart of Selig got some changes, and I think we might actually be using it at some point. I'm new. I didn't go over the new skill, I didn't go over the new legendary, or the new unique. I'll do that in a second. New to Diablo, any damage abilities on any class that scales damage from having more armor. I saw new uncapped armor changes. The only one is the Spiritborn. Panerific. Only just recently got to Diablo 4. Now everything's changing. Yes, it is. I haven't tried Thorns, no. Never really been a huge fan of Thorns. I don't like that you have to wait for them to hit you. Hey, Muns. Are the changes for the better? I always think changes for the good. I mean, I've always had fun with all the changes that they've made. Some people are going to say no. Some people are going to say yes. You're going to have to read through it and make your own opinion about it. But it's going to be just whatever you feel. I'm pretty excited about it. Let me go over this new Barbarian unique. Oh, here, before I even get to that. Melted Heart of Selig. This is actually changing for the better. It's still a hard sell because the amulet is so valuable in the way that it's designed, but each point of your primary stat increases your primary resources by 3%, but you have 75% reduced life. Any damage that you would take is dealt to your primary resources before your life. If you have not taken any damage in 6 seconds, your resources generates to full over 3 seconds. So they took the mana shield that the Sorks have, and they put it on to your Melted Heart of Selig. Everyone can be a Sork now. So that plus 3% for each point of your primary resources. Wait, no, wait. Each point of your primary stat. So I'm at 4,000, which do I have? No, I don't have it. Okay, so I'm at 4,000. So that would be 12,000 Fury I would have. So I'd have 12,000 Fury, which means I would have, what, 12,000 life? On the Barbarian, I don't really know if it's going to be useful, because the Barbarian can, like, I have builds this season that are, like, 80,000, 90,000 life. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But let's look at the Barbarian. The Barbarian new unique. So the new unique that the Barbarians are getting is called Chain Scourged Mail. It's unique pants, which is really, honestly, a good spot for this. You're getting all stats, max life, cooldown reduction, which is weird to get cooldown reduction with the way that the skill power works, but it's cooldown reduction for everything else, so that's fine. And then you get ranks of brawling skills. The unique power, casting a damaging brawling skill, disables it afterwards. When all of these skills that are on your action bar are disabled, they become re-enabled. With their cooldowns refreshed, your brawling skills are going to deal up to 100% increased damage for each disabled skill. So basically, if you want to have charge on your bar and you have this item, you can charge indefinitely. You don't have to stop charging, because if it's the only one on your bar that's a brawling skill, it will just allow you to constantly refresh itself. If you wanted to ground stomp repeatedly, then Batman, thank you for the raid. We're just going over the new unique for the Barbarian. So if you wanted to play this Charge Leap Kick build here, every single one is going to increase the damage that you do. Now, Kick has already done hundreds of billions of damage. Now, we are going to see probably some different scaling in the new season. If you were to leap on a monster, and then you were to charge into the wall, leap and charge would be on cooldown. That could give your Kick 200% increased damage. So that means when you charge those monsters into the wall, and then you kick, you now are going to gain a massive multiplier. Now, let's say that you put ground stomp on. So instead of, let's say, your rallying cry, you leap onto a group of monsters, you charge them into the wall, you ground stomp them to stun them, and then you kick. We now have done 300% increased damage with kick. Plus all of the other changes that they're adding in for the brawling skill builds. It's going to be some pretty big increase to your damage. So we'll see how this goes here. But your mighty kick is going to get an increased damage for kicking into, let's say, a wall, a monster, whatever it's going to collide with. So that will be a really big change here. Kick itself is getting a big increase in damage here. Maybe the leap kick charge build is going to be something pretty insane, and we will have no cooldown anymore on any of it, as long as we use it in that correct order, and it won't even let us use it. So if you're just spamming buttons and you want to just keep spamming buttons, seems like that is going to be a really great option for you. So I'm pretty intrigued to try this out. I don't know how good it's actually going to be, but I'm definitely intrigued to try it. All right. Hey, Gunther. Hey, Charmed. Trying to hardcore to almost Paragon 200. Wow. Don't know how you do it. Don't know how you do it. It does look pretty good on paper. It does. Yep. So I'm pretty excited to get that and try it out. Thing is high again. Hey, War. How's it going? Yeah, it's not the any buffs to other classes. Yeah, there was a lot of class changes. I didn't really get to go through anything other than the barbarian yet. But there's a lot of changes, like a whole lot of changes. The whole entire document is this long here. So this is the whole document. They made a lot of changes. So I already posted 4 different videos about it, about the changes that are coming. So the Sorc Mace seems bananas. I don't know if that's going to make it to the live servers. That thing is insane. So hardcore isn't, it's not so much the hey, Abraham, the dying part. It's how slow you have to play. That's the only reason that I say I don't know how you guys do it. It's very impressive, because I just cannot. Like, I just want to smash my face headfirst into things and not worry about it. It is a whole lot of changes, yeah. Whole lot. Igni Tech. Yeah, that's cool. Tech is blue. I have tech in there already. And then I'm gonna just go with wolves again. Okay, and then Lith, Igni. Yeah. All right. I'll get some aspects on. We'll go change my perks around to Brawn over Brains. Dual threat here. I'm actually excited to see how much damage I do now with my new Shard of Baratheon. The new mace. Yep, season 11 is when they're going into effect. All right, we're going to do some pit runs tonight. So anybody that wants to join can join. You can join at any level, doesn't matter when or what level you are. So if you want to join in, type in !join on Twitch. That'll get you in. You're broke right now in hardcore, I bet. I have to get back to work. Okay, sounds good, Orlando. Thanks for stopping by. Yep, no problem. We're gonna get to test it on Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, we actually get the PTR. And we'll be able to test out all of the crazy changes that are going to be happening. Yeah, that's a lot to spend on an amulet.
What needs of you?
Thank you for the roses. Oh no, I have already.
Lead of the pack.
Okay, let me pull up the list for who's going to be coming with us. All right. I wonder how long it's going to be before Twitch fixes the view botting issue across its platforms. Has anybody noticed that? You can salvage it. You get seasonal currency. If it's something that you're not going to use, you just salvage it and you get seasonal currency and you can buy more. The real difference in hardcore and seasonal? You can play seasonal hardcore. No, no, no. Not that uppin'. The entire platform right now is being view botted. Everybody. Across, like, every single person right now. If you go and watch people's view counts, there are people that are jumping from, like, 30, like 10, 15, 20, 30 as their normal average. They'll jump up to, like, 150, and then it goes right back down, and then it jumps back up, and then goes back down. The entire platform. Everybody's getting it. TRX, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to go do that in a second, Born. A Chaos Gods gifted me 4-star Wrath of Shadow boots from the vendor. But I can't get a single Fists of Fate pants. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a puzzle. That's what's been fun about it, is the puzzle.
There is magic in
Putting
all
everything
things.
together.
Let me show you.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, the view botting issue is not people paying for view bots. It is the entire platform either got hacked, which is what I'm assuming happened, because Twitch made some big changes to how view botting works. So just go pay attention to people's streams. It started last weekend. It's never been like this. Like, see how it's showing the 180 people are watching right now? I can see a list. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not, but everybody. Normally, it only happens to people that pay for the services, but you were always a bot. Nice lick. That's funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. If you have... Okay, so let's change aspect here. I've been streaming for 2 years and I've never seen it happen. And it's happening across every game. Nice, Winnie. You're not a view bot. Hey, Fro, how's it going? Music is loud. Okay, let me turn it down a little bit. Sorry, I think I had everything turned up for the stream. Let me turn it down. Is that better? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I don't know, Ruckus. All right. First group is going to be Jedi, Born Dead, and D-Rock. Jedi, Born Dead, and D-Rock. Okay, let me go back down to Torment 1. Or not Torment 1. Sorry, normal. I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what happened. D4 is always evolving. Yes, it is. Surfing werewolf, nice. Let me get... I was going to change something. Oh, I remember what I was going to change. Okay. Just change this real fast. Okay, let's see. We have this button here. Oh, good. It's already set up. Perfect. Multi-chat. I need to change the alert box sound. I had to change all my settings earlier because we were watching the stream live. I had to change everything because like alerts were popping up and sound was popping up and hopefully my ping is okay. I think it's like on the edge right now. It's like 110. We'll see what happens when I first get started. Yeah, I like that renown changes too. As long as getting the skill points feels smooth and integrated, I'm fine with that. Shed, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hey, Luther, welcome in. As long as that feels okay. Wait. Oh, wait, right. Oh, I love the leveling experience. I miss the 1 to 100 grind. I really liked that. But they didn't say anything about the power leveling being changed, and they also didn't say anything about you having to do the capstone dungeons like to progress up into tiers. Yeah, so I don't think that Paragon... Yeah, I think you're just gonna have to go out and do it on your own just to get your Paragon points in. But I think that's it. Hey, Mary, how's it going? Oops. Yeah, everybody enjoys different things out of the game. Not saying there's anything wrong with the way the game is now, but I really loved the 1 to 100 grind. I would always get everybody to max every season, and I like the challenge that you got during the leveling process, where you would try and push nightmare dungeons when you were low level to see how high of a level you could get to. Like, that stuff was super fun for me. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot different. Because of the changes that they're making, you're not gonna get to see... I don't think we're gonna see as much damage as we have right now. I'm a barbarian. Oh, no, no. I am. I'm just... I got up super early. I got on streaming. I recorded 4 videos today. I edited them, posted them. I think I must have posted... probably like 10, 15 different posts to X. Posted them all on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. It's been a long day. I'm just tired. I actually am pretty excited about the changes. It should be pretty good. I'm just excited about change. And of course, obviously posting things, you're always going to get both sides of the coin. You're going to get, well, there's 3 sides to the coin, honestly. Not just one. You get the side of people that is going to be very excited, very happy with the changes. You get the other side of people that are going to be unhappy with how the changes look, but they just say, you know what, it doesn't really look like it's for me. And then you get the people that are just downright toxic about it. So there's always that stuff too. I still had more to do. All right, we'll do one more run, and then we'll rotate the groups. Anybody that wants to do some pit runs, you can be any level, exclamation point to join, and we'll get you guys in. Mostly play World of Warcraft. I always hate leveling, so I guess it's the same in every game. I do like the end game too, but I treated leveling like the end game core. I would do challenges as I leveled and see how high I could make my characters push when they were well under geared. Like, I did Uber Lilith at like 66, I think was the earliest I ever did it. So like I just did a whole bunch of things like that, and like that's what made the leveling fun for me. I would do the capstone dungeon as early as I possibly could to see how I could test my skills on and do it. And like it was a lot of stuff like that. That's what I loved about leveling. It wasn't necessarily like the leveling process itself, but it was just like, it was that portion of leveling which I really liked. Yep, so capstones are back. Pretty excited about that too, because I really like the capstone dungeons. They're not required like they were before. Now they give you parts to a, what was it, a seasonal rank. You now get a seasonal ranking, and within that seasonal ranking, you'll be able to earn your skill points, earn your Paragon points. You no longer, and let me tell, actually, okay, all right, can I tell you guys what the most important change and the biggest change for season 11 is going to be? This is single-handedly going to change around everything. Are you guys ready for this? Winnie. Hey, Bond. How's it going? Yes. You no longer have to upgrade your potions. We have done it. We finally have won the fight against leveling potions. It's done. We don't have to do it anymore. We don't have to stress ourselves about every season being forced into doing the upgrades on your potions by this seasonal journey baloney here. Yep, no problem. So nothing has changed. No, they're forcing me to do it, Jay. They force me to do it. So everything's changing for me. The world is changing. Melted Heart is now a mana shield. Yep. Still don't know if it's going to be worth using. G-O-T-Y. What's G-O-T-Y? Some would say massive. Look. Do you see this? It's a greater healing potion. My day today was very busy. It was so expensive for potion upgrades too. Exactly, yeah, I don't even know why we had to do it. Baloney. Oh, game of the year. Gotcha, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Alright, so the next group is going to be TRG and Dread X. And Jedi from Alaska. TRG, Dread X, and Jedi from Alaska. I know, it's pretty brutal. I was very unhappy when I had to update my potions, but they forced me to do it. They didn't give me a choice. It was dumb. They hid this stupid wolf fox pet thing behind the upgrades. Yeah, there's not many people in the queue right now, so if you guys want to join, you can. If not, we'll switch to the Infernal Hordes and we'll just do some farming. Where is it? Seasonal Journey here. What was the final rank? Oh yeah, see, I couldn't get Pandora without getting the stupid potion upgrades. So dumb. TRG or TRXG? TRXG? You there? Hey Polis, how's it going? Alright, you want to hop in the party? It was very tough for me, actually. Yep. I should have made an alt and upgraded on that and then deleted the alt immediately, so I deleted all of the evidence that it ever happened. Hey Southern, how's it going? I think anybody can pet the dog. See? There you go. Hello. All of the classes are worth playing. Hoping a new skill point is locked behind a potion upgrade. I swear to God. But you know what? You want to know what, DJ? I don't know if you read this, but potions cannot be upgraded anymore at all. There is no potion upgrades. It's done. It's gone. No more. Trying to be cautiously optimistic about the changes. Yeah. um, Everybody said the same thing when Masterworking and Tempering was first introduced. And Loot Reborn was a lot of people's favorite season. Even though Tempering and Masterworking could be bricked, people still really loved that season because it was new, it was fresh. They got to, like, try something out that they've never done before. What happened? I think that one, I closed the door. I think that one of the dogs is knocking on the door right now. My latency is still giving me issues. I have no idea what's going on here. Don't get it. Okay, never mind. It's just Waffle running back and forth. That was the whole point of it. Polis was just for people that want something that will test their build without it being the pit, and will add a little bit of skill to it. Actually, you know what? I haven't updated my PCs, I don't think. I have to go check that. I saw that there is an update. So I don't know, maybe I'll try that and see if that fixes it after this. No, they're not going to be fixing that, but unfortunately they're putting the new toughness stat right underneath the attack power stat. Can't believe it. Yep, my ping's at 300. I don't understand. It didn't. Just, God, the attack power thing. No, no, it's been happening to me, since yesterday. And, hey, Media Crates. That's good. And I was playing Torchlight earlier while I was editing videos, and I think I got to play for like 30 minutes, maybe. And my ping was spiking there too. So it's just my internet. Yes, barbarians do. This is low. The Whirlwind Dust Devil build goes into the, like, 8-9 million mark. Sometimes higher. I don't really ever push builds into the pits. I did 110 and I just never went back in. But I think I did 110, like, maybe like week 2? Or I think week 1 or 2. I did it. I never went back to pushing. Level 60, nice. X is Barbarian. You're gonna have fun. It's a lot of fishing and a lot of farming. And a lot of just like starting a run, ending a run, starting a run, ending a run. Just an update, no expansion pack. That's all. I don't mind pit pushing, but I don't like doing it all the time. So I know I'll do it for a little while and then I'll just kind of stop. Normally I get my name on the leaderboards early on and then I go back to just playing other builds. Oh, definitely strength. Go with strength first. It'll help you with your armor, it'll help you with damage. Why does Diablo sometimes... it should never say 6B. If it is, that's just a glitch. It should always just say 600 million. Or, yeah, 6 million thousand. Thousand million? One of the two. But if anybody wants to do some pit runs, !join. We'll get you guys in on the runs. We're going to do 3 runs per group. You can be any level. Doesn't matter what level you are. Be level 1, you can level up some new alts. Welcome back. Welcome back. How many runs was that? 2? Um... 4 people to a party. If you don't have Twitch, I can have someone join for you. Just hop on a Twitch and type in !join. That'll put you in the queue, and then when I call your name, you just hop into the party. !join. It's on the screen right there. I'm not sure. Loth, I didn't get any notifications. Did Mortalize ever respond about the podcast? I don't remember seeing any notifications about it. was running with a person yesterday who had runes circling him. That was the Druid's Earthen Bulwark, Neil. It's a pretty cool ability. It's a barrier that they put up around themselves. He passed out. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It was late for him. Hey, Ophi. Yeah, he was asking if I wanted to do record the podcast after, and it was like maybe a little over an hour ago, but I think I saw the message a little bit too late. So I wasn't sure if you wanted to do it on stream or just because we're gonna do a core skill. I'm not sure if I don't think we're gonna get Making Dough in, but we're gonna do a core skill podcast about the updates. So if you guys have any questions that you want us to talk about on the podcast, post them in Discord. Just tag me in it, and I'll write down some questions and some stuff for us to talk about that you guys want to hear opinions about. No, I'm not using Harlequin's Crest. I would lose too much damage. I don't mind dealing with the cooldown reduction. Some people really don't like it. Harlequin's Crest helps, but doesn't make it completely gone. we'll have you talk about the lore side of everything too. Adriel is back. I know. Super exciting. So I made a post on X about Adriel coming back, and I said, finally we get an angel in the game. Now I know we had Inarius, and I knew what I was going to get when I made the post. And I took it as an opportunity to comment back for everybody and say, he dead. But now we finally get an interactive angel, and somebody told him that like you can buy it at your local retailer or something like that now. The first interactive angel in Diablo 4. I got people commenting with like pictures of Inarius, being like, no, Inarius wants to have words with you. I know, Gong. They look like they're gonna be a lot of fun. Okay. Where was it? Hey, Hyde. I posted a lot today. A lot today. Oh, here. It's finally happened. We have an angel in Diablo 4. What's coming next? And where's Tyrael? Inarius says, what do you mean, finally? Do my wings not count now that I was imprisoned since the Sin War? Inarius would like a word with you. What was Inarius? Chopped liver? It's so good. All right, let's get D-Rock back in here. Born Dead. And Will I Am Legat. 294. You almost caught up to me, Will. Real close. Oh my god. Oh my god, it moved. Alright, Jedi, sounds good. Okay, and then let's get Lothburger in the party here. I guess you've been busy, William. I guess it starts. Is it time? Is it time to do it? Uh-oh. What do you guys think? Yeah, Loth, you're in. I think it's time. First one of the season. I think it's time. I think this one's gonna hit harder this season too. I think it's gonna hit a little bit harder. So everybody can thank Will I Am Legod for this. Yeah, no problem, Tito. Let me just get it all set up. It's coming. It's happening. Will I Am Legod coming through for everybody. Yep. Apparently. Here it is. The first one of the season. I'm gonna make that a little smaller. Shrink her down just a little bit. 1 bar billions of gold giveaway. Exclamation point GEG in chat. Hey, thanks, Sim. That's awesome. I'm glad that it helped. Here we go. Gimme that gold. Give the gold. Gimme the gold. Give the gold. It is, Ben. Exclamation point G? EG. I agree. Thank you, Will I Am Legod, for always supporting everybody and their gambling habits. I appreciate it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. GTG. Gold to go. Gimme the goodies. One bar billion gold at a time. No, William just dropped off some gold for everybody. This is one of those situations where I have great members of the community that like to help out, and I get to give back because they like to help out, so we're giving back. Gold bless you, William. Surfing in the Hit SA. Yeah. Yep. I had myself, I had about 1.5 billion. And so William just dropped off 444444444. And so now we're giving that away. Thank you for the 4 months in a row. What to buy, what to buy. Exclamation point GTG. Get your gold. Get your masterworking done before it changes. That's important stuff. Only gonna be here for so much longer, so you might as well enjoy it now. Go out there and brick some items. Just get it all done. I really hope that Twitch fixes this viewer thing soon. I really don't like it. Like I like to kind of gauge engagement of the season, at least for my community, around like how many people are popping into the stream, even if it's just for a little while. And because Twitch is screwing up right now, I have no way to gauge that at all. Oh, a 3 GA ring. What do we think it is? Is it gonna be good? Good or bad? Good or bad? Good or bad? 3 GA ring is not great. Not great. Exclamation point GTG. And the good news is we're not stopping at 1 gold giveaway tonight. Hey Jesse, how's it going? Welcome back. I say we do some more. Oops. We do some more. Hey Ark, been good. How about you? Been a big day for Diablo 4 today. It's been a long day for me. I actually called out of work today because I needed to be here. So WoW Legion remix for a bit today. What's that? Taking this time to respond to some YouTube comments. I think we're going to be doing I really think we're going to be doing a lot less damage next season. And honestly, I'm here for it. But I really think that that's what we're going to be doing. I'm still here. Had to fix Paragon board and skills. Nice. Remix is sort of like temporary revamp of old content, so you can gain anything we might have missed. Oh, okay, cool. All right, let's see who's coming up next. Okay, Broto's the hybrid. That Kent? Matt? Kent? CNYNT? And Brad. Okay, hold on. Before we do that, I remembered this time. Octavius, welcome back. Okay, Brotos, CNYNT, and Brad. You guys there? I'll skip my turn. Having issues with the armory, won't equip. Check your runes. Make sure that you don't have runes in different armor slots that are the same. Like if you have a pair of runes in here that are also in the weapon that you're trying to switch to, you won't be able to do it. And you can my thing is on my Battle.net tag is on the screen there. Just add me, and then just click on my name and click on request to join. Ah, nice, Metro. Yeah. Hey, Vandor, welcome back. Yeah, I have a whole video on how Chaos Armor works, but it's just unique that you can put into any slot that you want. You don't have to have it put into any specific slot. You just put it on. Yeah, so okay. Who is Krellian? Thank you for the follow. Gotcha. Okay, are you gonna do some runs, White? Brotos, can you add me to friends and then request to join the party? Are you okay? You're the hybrid. Okay, there you go. You gotta type in !join. It's on the screen there if you want to come in and do some runs. So I'm glad they got rid of the 12 skill points season launch with level 1 characters. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. I hope all is well. Yes. Just saw the big changes coming to D4 and I'm mistaken, or is Master working a big nerf? Yeah, I think it's just their way of squishing some of the damage numbers and lessening some of the power creep. Probably your Master working, Tyler. Alright, if you guys are doing this run and you can't stay alive, just make sure that you stay back at the entrance and do not touch your mouse, your keyboard, your controller, nothing. Don't breathe, don't blink. Don't do anything. Stand right where you are. We have 1 minute left on the gold giveaway. Exclamation point G, E, G. Get yourself in on some 1 bar billions of gold. Yep. Don't breathe. Don't blink. Don't sneeze. Hey, pirate. No, barbarians do trillions of damage. I'm doing trillions of damage right now, Desert. This build here will do tens of trillions of damage. Hoda will do anywhere from like 5 to 6 trillion damage. Kick will do trillions of damage. Deathblow will do trillions of damage. The Hoda Quake build will do trillions of damage. I'm pretty sure Upheaval was in the trillions of damage. I don't know. I haven't played Raven, so I'm not too sure. Can't wait to see what the new Rogue Unique does. DOK, Sentinel with DOK. Yeah, DOK Rogue looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. I give the don't touch speech and inevitably 1. That's okay. Yeah, everybody goes back to the wall. That's all right. It happens. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How's it going tonight? Where are we at for goals here? Oh, that was enough followers to give away some points. For every 5 followers, we give away points to everybody. And when we hit some big milestones, we'll give away a lot of points. All right, let's see who won the gold. Congratulations, Jelly the Hollow. Jelly the Hollow. Everybody's gonna be pretty jelly now. I'll be here all night. Just kidding, I actually have to sleep. So I probably won't be here all night, but... Yeah, that's what I meant too. Yeah, Jerry, Jelly, it's the same thing, you know. Ben and Jerry's, they probably make jelly too. At some point. You reach the end of the road on your auto-cast Dust Devil build. I would really try off-meta build, either Walking Arsenal or Iron Maelstrom. I don't have any builds for those. What do you mean you reached the end of the road for gear progression? Hey, Alex? I mean, you can do a walking arsenal build with basic skills. I mean, you could put like, you could even just use this build. It won't be quite as strong because you won't be using the two-handed mace, but you can do your slashing weapon here. Bash, you can do your... It wasn't... Oh, I don't have a two-handed mace on. I mean, you could run like a triple basic skill build, and then each one frenzy can be dual wield, bash can be two-handed mace, and lunging strike can be slashing weapon, and then you just practice cycle through all three of those, and then you just put on unstable power, or you can even use flay for some additional cooldown. Hey, Sub-Zero. Evening clip and chat. Why do I feel so unlucky in drops? Depends on the build. The drops don't really need to be great. If you have a good build and you get your masterworking done a little bit, then the drops don't have to be that good. I mean, I have 1 GA, 1 GA, 1 GA, 1 GA, 2 GAs. Got lucky there. 2 GAs. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2. And this will clear pit 115. Yeah, Grandfather does help quite a bit for that desert. Yeah, I mean, you could just use this setup right here, and instead of Hoda, you just run a third basic skill. It won't do quite as much damage as this will here, but it'll still hit really hard. And Walking Arsenal will just replace Wrath of Berserker. So you won't have a pull, but what's your favorite bar build this season? I really liked the autocast build. That's what I farm on. This one is the one that I do the pits on. Hammer of the Ancients was super fun to just smash some things with, so I like that too. Okay, that was 3 runs, right? Was that 3? That was 3, I think. What's my two-handed weapon? Which one, Tyler? The sword or the mace? What is mostly fine? Sub-Zero. This is a regular mace. Nothing special about it. Okay. Let's see who's in the next. Oh, wait. We never had Jerry the Hollow. I don't know why you guys are saying Jelly. We never had Jerry the Hollow respond, so let's re-roll the gold. Run Der 68. Run Der 68. Runder 68. Yeah. Was that awesome, Witty? Sander 68 close. All right. Jerry, I don't think that run is here, so you can hop in and grab the gold. That's fine. It was Jelly who won. Yeah, for some I glanced over and I saw Jerry and I thought it said Jelly. So I had a whole joke set up. Ryan in Vegas, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. How's it going tonight? 4 more followers on Twitch. We'll give away some points, everybody. Jerry, you can hop in. Grab the gold right now. Yeah, it's very fun. Lunging Strike with Frenzy is a good combination. That's why I did both in the planners. I had Lunging Strike. Hey, Van, hello? Yeah, no problem. My BattleNet tag is right there on the screen. You just come right here. You type in, go to Add Friends, go to your social menu, Add Friends. And then you type that in right here. And then you can just request, you click on my name after, and then you click on request to join party, and I'll give you the gold. Yes, you can. I know you like gold. Thank you for the Prime sub for 4 months in a row. Amazing, thank you. I am only 5 minutes into your patch note rundown video. Holy moly, Season 11 is going to be great. Crazy, right, Steamy? Okay. Jerry. Not of the content. Thanks for that. Question, is the pure Hoda build that you've updated 2 days ago not good with Shaco? No. I wouldn't. I mean, you can use it if you want. You'll just lose some damage with it. Any of the... So you can almost use any item in the game with any build. It just makes the build either not hit as hard or not function as well. So... Any builds patch on the new update? The new update is only for Season 11, Tyler. It's not for the game itself, for the live servers. Yeah, Jesse, with Lunging Strike, that's what I used when I was farming on Lunging Strike too. All right, let me get Barry here. The most excited about a random hype train that just popped up again that I cannot explain. What am I most excited about out of the patch notes? I don't know. There's a lot. I think the leveling process is going to be fun. So I'm excited to see how it feels. There's a lot more that I don't think I covered in the videos that I read through after. So on the bottom, there you go. Perfect. Just a patch rundown. I normally don't ever include any of that stuff, actually. I've never really done like an impressions of the stuff. I just put the stuff in there. Yep, no problem, Jerry. Yeah, I posted some videos, clip notes. Yeah, I actually posted a lot of videos today. I posted just an overview on the season. That's this one right here. That was just everything put together. I just breezed through everything. Then I did 1, 2, 3 other videos on a little bit more in depth. So this one is Masterworking Tempering and sanctifying items. This one is the new bosses that are arriving and the new mechanics that'll be in the season. And then this one is going to be the difficulty changes with the heavenly gifts. Oh, but you know what I didn't cover in the videos? I talked to myself all day. I actually had to stop recording videos because my throat was hurting so much that I had to stop and go just eat some food and then edit videos and take a break. In December, fun. Thank you for the follow. 4 more followers on Twitch. We'll be wasting points, everybody. Oh, interesting. I missed this part. STK, thank you for the follow. What happens when you don't get a hydrate? Man, I wasn't by myself, Van. We streamed for like 3 hours in the morning, and then I cut it off, and I was just by myself recording videos. I know, Jesse. A lot of people do. I don't know. I'm not too sure. They haven't said anything about it. But I've never run out of stash base in any season ever since the game launched. I don't know what everybody's filling up their stash with. I didn't even get to read through any of this stuff. You're a hoarder? Nice. Nice. Material cost for chanting has been adjusted. Yeah, I've never run out of space. Yeah, that you might use or sell? Okay, gotcha. No, the new patch isn't out yet. Not on Tuesday, we'll get to test it out. Yeah, so far, this season here, I have played, and I guess there's a little bit of overlap in gear, but not a ton. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are 8, 9, 10, 11. I've played 11 builds so far this season. So I got my gear that I've masterworked and I've used for my builds. I have all of my extra chaos armor, gear for my builds, runes, which I could combine the two. So these all could just fit into here. I just never move them over. Other gear. Okay, let me get the next group going here. Why do you use Bactech runes instead of Ignitech? For which one? For the whirlwind build? Okay, let me grab the next group. Born Dead, White, Tiger and Alex. Because you move around a lot and it casts earthquakes faster than Igni, and you don't really have much. Igni's only going to work when you cast an ability, so you'll get more earthquakes out of Buck than you will out of Igni. No, up until like recently, I've played every single class in every single season, but because I started writing for the Barbarian, I haven't got to play it as much, but for the Whirlwind build, I don't want to use Ground Stomp because then I have to stop moving. It interrupts the Whirlwind, and the Whirlwind never ends. Yeah, for Whirlwind. And then even for this build here, I don't use it because we needed this setup here in order to make this one work. So I dropped Ground Stomp for pit pushing. The 3-second cooldown is kind of terrible, but it does work. Kick might be good. Kick actually hits pretty hard in this season, and I was getting it to hit for hundreds of billions of damage, and then I don't know what I did to it, and I couldn't get it to work anymore. Alex, are you here? Alex? Alex? Did you do Frenzy this season? Frenzy is okay. It's not as strong as Lunging Strike, but Frenzy is okay. You can join by either typing !join on Twitch, or I can just have somebody join for you. If you don't have Twitch, I can just have someone join the queue for you. But the bot is running on Twitch right now, and I need 3 more followers on Twitch to give away some points to everybody. And you can also type in !GTG to get yourself in on the 1 Barbillion gold giveaway. I'm pretty excited about Season 11, yep. I'm very excited about it.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while.
Thank you for the follow, Ray. I'm not sure what that means, Southern, but I don't allow certain types of behaviors. Yes, I will be doing the PTR when I'm not working. I have 1 day where I will not be working, and then I work the entire rest of the PTR, which happened the last time as well. They always put it on the week that I work Tuesday to Tuesday. It does work on YouTube, yes, it does. No boss? Wait, what? I did not want that. Oh well. Guess it's fine. I appreciate it, Ray. Thanks. 2 minutes left on the gold giveaway. Get yourself in on it. Exclamation point GTG. G. E. G. Is the vulnerable damage in the Paragon using exploit? Is it significant for damage? Yes. If you have other sources, then you don't need it. Then you don't need exploit, but yes, it is significant.
Hello, my friend. Stay
Thank you for the follow, Zach. How's it going today? Have you ever used the training grounds before Desert?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while.
Elaine, thank you for the follow also. Welcome in. 2 more followers on Twitch. We'll give away some points to everybody. MZ4, welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
And listen. Hello, my friend. Stay a
Yep,
while and listen.
pretty much, Grim. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, if you guys want to now, hey, is it X Rosno? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. That's enough followers. Give away some points. Here's some points. If you guys want to keep up with the PTR, you guys can check out the sheets document that I have. Exclamation point sheets on YouTube and on Twitch. This was last season's PTR testing. This is what we did here. So we'll have something similar to this right here. And then these were all of the barbarian builds that we got to test out last season as well. So we'll be keeping up with this here. And then this has a lot more in it. This has the Infernal Horde guide that I wrote up here. So this is all of the choices that you want to make. Some runs so you can kind of see how they were built and how much ether we got. It has Forgotten Souls farming. It has gold farming, Veiled Crystals, herbs. So this is all here for anybody that wants it. You guys have access to all of it. It is kind of a bummer that I'm working though. Like you? All right, got it. You want to come and do a run, MD? Or are you sleeping? Yeah, I'll get to play after work. But just because of the real life things that have been happening right now, I've only been able to play just like 2-ish hours after I get on. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try and get on a little bit more. We'll see how everything goes. Okay, what do you mean you're masterworking as at 2 to 3? What does that mean? Yes, I actually called out of work today so that I could make some content. It was a big day. I really wanted to be around for it. A lot of sick time, so I took advantage of it. I haven't called out of work since April, I believe. Because that was when I went back to work after all of the doctor stuff that I was dealing with for my arm. So I haven't called out at all once since then. So I took a day. And you're you because this is the build. This is the pit pushing build right here. Cool. I know. I know. They should know not to bother me at all. They should just know to pay me and then just let me keep on doing this. Like that's the real thing that should happen. Oh, that's awesome, Blink. I'm glad. Gosh. What, where are you, are you testing out your damage? Cool. Are you testing it out in the pits, or are you testing it out in, like, Hell Tides? Training grounds, okay. And what are you doing for your settings inside of the training grounds for the bosses? Or for the training dummies? Okay, and then what are your glyph levels? So where did we get on making this MD friendly? We didn't. Rating overtime next week, so I don't know how much PTR I will get in either. Just how it is sometimes. I know, it's such a bummer though. Okay. And then what's your rotation? Cool. I would also like to see Whirlwind Autocast. Also one-shot 100 pit mobs. I mean, you can clear pit 100 with the Whirlwind Autocast build. All right, the winner of the gold this time around is Brand. Yeah, you do have to have physical damage chosen. Not, or it could be any damage. They just have to do damage to you so that you get Revenge Glyph activated. Yeah, it's gonna take about 10 minutes to get through Pit 100. Maybe a little bit better with some good masterworking gear done. But I think I cleared Pit 100 with... I don't even think I was fully masterworked in about 11 or 12 minutes, I think. After I'm done with this run, then you can hop in the party, Brand. It will... I just don't know what skill is going to be meta. Or if it's going to be meta still. I don't know if it's going to do more damage than Lunging Strike. We're going to try. We're going to try our best. Oh yeah. It was only because of the leveling process that they nerfed it. Like, in the end game, it didn't really matter too much, but leveling, it was so strong. Which is kind of a bummer that they nerfed it, because that was fun. It's still strong, leveling, but that was their reason for nerfing it. And honestly, the barbarians don't really level all too fast anyway. I mean, once you get, like, very specific things up and running, they do. But you have to get that... Oh my god, it really... This is the second one of these dungeons that I've gotten in a row. I'm very excited. Big. Yep. Hey, Chill. How's it going? Yeah, I know. I'm not too sure. I know. That's okay. We'll see what happens during this leveling process. Man, imagine you get that unique ants on the barbarian while you're leveling, and then you can just constantly charge or constantly leap. That would be amazing. I'm okay. I'm a little tired. Been a long day. Are you for real? Do I have to go up a floor? This dungeon. The worst. I have to go... Is it in the corner here? Probably not. Hey, After Rain, welcome back. The not chaos version is doing trillions of damage. Or the not pit pushing version is doing trillions of damage. But you'll actually see bigger numbers inside of the pits than you will anywhere else. I just finished one giveaway. I was asleep today, thankfully got through work. That's really good. I'm glad you did. How many runs was that? Was that 1 or 2? Or 2 or 3, yeah. I mean. That was 3, okay, cool. Alright, Bran, you gonna hop into the party? Did they remake the pit? No, they did not remake the pit, but they made it so that Belial will be spawning inside of the pits. And when Belial spawns inside the pits, he has a chance to spawn ads, which will count towards your run completion. So this is the rotation here for Launching Strike build. Once you watch your Hoda timer above the skill, and then you just use your Hoda on that timer there. I'll turn off the yellow numbers and see, but You can see what the damage looks like here. So you gotta make sure you get that Hoda on rotation. Use your skills on cooldown. You can use that timer above where you're at. But that Hoda will guarantee to crit every 2, or guarantee to overpower every 2 attacks with your basic skills. The more enemies that you're hitting, the more damage you're going to do because of the cleave. So, like here, I saw like 1.7 trillion. Inside of the pits, we're gonna get probably closer to 3 trillion. Dillions of damage. What's that? Currently playing with a Hoda build. Very slow. Yes, Hoda is very slow. I'll show you what the damage looks like inside of the higher level pits here. Oh, but cooler. Druidillions. Got it now. Yeah, so much cooler. Saying Dillions. That's cool. Okay, so there's like 2.3 trillion there. And I'm dead. There's negative trillions damage there. Thank you for the subscribe. Okay, so now we can pull up some more damage here. Helps when I actually am attacking things. Stay alive. I think that's probably where I'm going to cap out, like 2.3, 2.5 trillion, somewhere around there. But the build is plenty strong enough to clear. This is 110 here. And the Lunar Strike Barbarian goes up to 122, I think is the highest clear for the Barbarians. Which is more than high enough to clear anything that you want in the game. At least for now. We'll see what happens with the new tower mechanic that's coming with leaderboards. They're coming a lot sooner than I thought they were going to be here. I honestly thought that we were going to get leaderboards with the expansion pack. I was very, very surprised. That was pretty shocking, honestly. I didn't think there was any way they were going to give us leaderboards outside of an expansion pack. The only downside to this build when you're pushing the pits and you get to a boss is going to be the single target damage. So having a boss with ads is always going to be way better. Yeah, I never would have guessed that, honestly. I was shocked. Yeah, 2.5 trillion there. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how the combat feels, so I'm pretty excited for that. Um, I, I don't know. Unless someone finds like a really crazy build, I don't think so. Um, they don't do any mid-season patches anymore, so we've pretty much got all of our patches. Unless something really breaks, I think we're done for patches. Think about the renown changes. I'm gonna wait until I get to test it out. If the skills and stuff feel really integrated into the way that the progress feels, then I'm fine with it. But if it feels like a hassle to go out of my way to do this and I have to do it every season, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I normally use the wolves when I'm just power leveling people. If I was just running like pits to actually push the pits, I wouldn't. But wolves will proc your pain warders, which is pretty big. Getting Chaos Iris is impossible for you. I have got one helm, which doesn't go with mythics. I've tried to get on gloves and pants. Oof. That's rough. This is actually a really great echo for me. This boss echo here, this boss actually isn't bad because the echo itself is going to give me something that I can cleave into. And the boss itself spawns ads also. So this is actually a pretty okay. That almost wrecked me though. And the wolves automatically go and attack things. So it starts echoing the damage automatically. Almost killed myself because I used the Legacy Infernal Hordes to spawn Bartok? What do you mean, Legacy Infernal Hordes? I think it has to be Bartok in a Torment tier, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost killing myself with this ad. I need to make sure that I pay attention to this one.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Love those cleaves. I'm not gonna even chance it. There you go. Okay. It took me a long time to get Hooves of the Mountain God. Once I started getting them, then they started like constantly coming in, but it took me a long time to get that. It can't really do anything like that. Cool, because it all depends on gear, and there's no way to really get like an exact damage number like that. There's no damage meters. There's nothing like that. Yes, we're getting a beta version of leaderboards next season. We are. Lunging Strike will do trillions of damage for all of the Chaos variants. No, they did not. I don't think we're going to be getting that. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta call it a night right here. But I will be back tomorrow, same time. I'm off the weekend, so we'll be able to get on. We got more gold to give away tomorrow night. So I thought you said you were on, MD. I was asking if you were on. But I gotta go. I do have to go. But I will be back again tomorrow. So thank you, everybody.